Even as a child, it seems that I had an awareness that I was supposed to be a preacher. That was my nickname when I was a child. Dad bought me a hat, and his friends would call me preacher. Didn't know what I was doing, but I loved the Lord, loved the church, loved going to church. There was a day when I was 5 years old, and my poor mother had 3 children in school and 3 at home. And all of us born in a 9-year span. So poor mom, always cleaning and cooking and working. I remember the day that she put me as age 5 and my 3-year-old sister, Carolyn, at the kitchen table, gave us pencil and paper and said, now sit there and draw. And what she meant was stay busy and out of my way. And I took her literally and discovered that day I loved to draw. I kept drawing and stayed with it. The next year when I went to the 1st grade, the other children would gather around and watch me draw. Now people say, could you draw well? And I said, no, I'm just a 6-year-old. I drew like a 6-year-old. But I loved it. When I was 11, we moved back to Alabama, going to the Free Will Baptist Church that had been my parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents' church through the years. So this was the summer of 1951. Church was in revival, and this time I knew the Lord had made a conviction. I went forward and was saved. I was 11 years old. 10 years later, I'm going to Birmingham Southern College, had joined West End Baptist Church, a mile from the campus. Great church. And in April of 1961, so I'm 21 years old, church is in revival, a 2-week-long revival. And to the second week, I'm in the choir. We're singing the same invitation every night. So this is how I remember. Jesus paid it all. And during the invitation, it was like the Lord pulled the curtains back and said, I want you in the ministry. That always said to me, the ministry may take different kinds, but still the ministry. Actually, I started drawing before I did anything else, but I'm mostly a pastor. And I want people to know you don't have a comedian as your pastor. You've got a God-called, heaven-anointed man of God as your spiritual leader. And along the way, as a secondary ministry, I will be drawing people. And so as a pastor, wherever I went, hospital rooms, sick rooms, children's classrooms, I drew people.